Greetings, good people. It's your boy Cortez, the Coach Thornton, everybody's favorite online marketing coach from IamCortez.com, coming to you live and direct with another video from the Mobile Command Center, aka Ground Force One. I want to talk to you guys today about focus. I've been on this mindset kick, guys, because so many people aren't getting it. Yes, you want to have success in your business. Yes, you want to focus on doing your income producing activities. But guys, you have to get your mind right. So when I talk about focus, I love the acronym. I don't know who came up with this acronym, but it basically says focus stands for follow one course until successful. All right. Too many people are doing too many different things, so much so that they never get good at any one thing or never get good enough to have any results at any one thing. You guys know that I'm not only an internet marketing coach, but I'm also a youth basketball coach. I love the sport. And right now, one of my favorite players is Steph Curry, right? Everybody knows that Steph Curry is a tremendously talented basketball player. And of the last year or two, he's become a very well-rounded player. But guess what? Early on in his career, Steph Curry focused on one thing, and that's his ability to shoot the three-point shot. All right. He focused on that one thing so much that he got so good at it. And that's where his focus was. He became known as a three-point shooter. But what has happened over the years? He knew that eventually he wanted to be overall a well-rounded player, but he never stopped focusing on the one thing that made him successful. That is his ability to shoot the ball. Yes, over time, he did develop the ability to play defense. Over time, his handles have gotten incredibly sick. He can handle the ball with some of the best ball handlers that the league has ever seen. But that was things that he added to his game over time. But guess what? Even though he's added those things to his game, he still works, puts in 80% of his time working on his ability to shoot the ball, shoot the three-point shot. And that's what I want you guys to get. I'm focused on one thing as a marketer. My one thing that I love when it comes to marketer is shooting videos. So I spend 80% of my time learning to get better in front of a camera on videos, right? That's my focus. Sometimes, like I said, we get pulled in all these different directions, and when you're trying to do too many things, you never master that one thing. Yes, ultimately as a marketer, I know that I will need to become well-rounded as a marketer. I will need to get better at syndicating these videos, getting more traffic to these videos and that sort of thing. But the one thing that I'm focused on is getting good relaying and delivering my message on video. So 80% of my time is focused there. The other 20% is focused on getting traffic to the videos, getting the video in front of the right audience, and those sorts of things. So I want you to think about that, guys, as a marketer, as someone who is in the home-based business arena, whether you're a network marketer, affiliate marketer, whether you make small products or whatever you're doing in business, you have to have a particular area of focus. My mom used to tell me all the time, son, when I was young, you got too many irons in the fire, because I would start all of these projects and never finish any of them, right? But I had no point of reference to really understand what she was saying until I took my kids to a place called the Botanical Garden here. The Missouri Botanical Garden has a sister location not far from us here in St. Louis, Missouri, and they had what's called a prairie day, where they took us back to what life was like on the prairie. And I sat there and I watched a blacksmith make some fence posts and some different things out of iron. So basically, he'd have to put the iron in the fire, let it heat up, and then take the iron out of the fire, use his mallet on the anvil, and actually shape and mold that piece of metal. All right. And then once the metal cooled, he couldn't shape it as effectively anymore, so he had to put it back in the fire. So what they would traditionally do is have 2 or 3 irons in the fire at one time. So as one goes back in, he pulls another one out, shapes and molds it, puts that one back in, pulls another one out, shapes and molds it. But guys, if they ever have too many irons in the fire, then one would actually burn up, where the metal would melt beyond the ability to be able to shape it. So don't have too many irons in the fire. Focus on one thing and spend 80% of your time getting good at that one thing. The other 20% of the time you can spend on getting good at the ancillary things that will support that one thing, but you have to become a master at something. So if you like this sort of training, go over to my blog, IamCortez.com. I teach people how to become better bloggers, how to get more traffic, leads, and sales to their primary offer while building a killer brand online. So if you like that, check out IamCortez.com. I'm signing out. Until I talk to you next time, hustle up.